Hi all, welcome to another Pickup I'll reading. This time the reading will be how can you transmute your heavier, darker emotions into something that will help you attract what you truly deserve. It could be a manifestation, it could be a new opportunity, it could be a blessing, it could be anything at all. But how can you transmute that heavy, darker emotion? As a collective, I think we've been going through something really heavy the last few days, very dense. So I thought this reading might help all of you out there. Okay, so what is transmutation is akin to the process of conversion, where you convert one form of energy into another. Okay, one form of this darker, dense, heavier energy is anger. Okay, so it's just one form. We all go through multiple emotions at the same time. One such form is anger. So if supposing you're truly angry, sometimes we have a tendency to become lost with, we get so identified with our anger that we don't even know what we're talking, right? So when we have a tendency to do that, we usually tend to misuse this emotion, right? All of us. I'm not judging you, I'm not judging anybody out there. It's a common human emotion, right? So how can we transmute this energy so it can be turned into light? Okay, so in this process we may also have to face the truth. It's not just about the light, it's also about the shadow side. It's also about accepting it. It's about facing that fear. It's about not running away from yourself. It's about acknowledging it radically. It's about embracing this without guilt or shame. So what is that emotion that you need to come to terms with? How can you transmute it, and how can you turn it into an opportunity? This is what the reading is all about. Okay, so we will be using two decks for this purpose: Tarot of Oppositions and the Wisdom from the Epics of Hind deck. Okay, so there are three cards here from the Wisdom from the Epics of Hind deck. Okay, the first card is Dasharatha's Curse. This is card number 1, Dasharatha's Curse. Card number 2, pile 2, is Vamana's Blessings. Okay. Pile number 3, card number 3 is Draupadi's Wish. Okay. So I'm holding them up close so you get a better view. Card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. I hope this is visible. Okay. Okay. So if you chose card number 1, welcome to the reading. First, Dasharatha's Curse. I'll just explain the context here before we go into the reading. Okay. Even before Dasharatha was a king, he was a crown prince who was out hunting. He was a great hunter. Okay, he was out hunting and he thought he heard the sound of a deer drinking water, and that's when he shot his arrow. He thought he heard a deer, but that was a boy drinking water, a young boy called Shravan. Okay, so he shot this boy who fell dead, but during his last moments, he called Dasharatha, spoke to him, and asked him to go visit his parents because they were blind. Shravan was carrying them on his back, taking them for pilgrimages, taking them everywhere. He was a very dutiful, responsible son, okay? And so he requested Dasharatha, the crown prince, to go in search of his parents, Shravan's parents, and tell them about his death so they don't worry about him. So Dasharatha gives Shravan his commitment and goes in search of Shravan's parents. When he goes out, tells them the story that he killed their son, they first weep, they first let all of their emotions out, after which they curse Dasharatha for whatever he's done, okay? Because they lost their only son who was super dutiful, who was super responsible, and they give out a curse to, Dasharatha, that he would experience a similar fate in the future, where he would experience the loss of his son and have regrets, be in the sorrowful state like that, okay, which is exactly what happened in the future, okay. After Rama, Dasharatha's son is Lord Rama, so an incarnation of Vishnu. So Lord Rama goes into exile, and on the 6th day Dasharatha dies out of grief. We call it Putra Sogam. In Tamil, it also has Sanskrit origins. Putra means son, okay. So the loss of a son, the grief is extremely bad, tedious, and hard to accept. This is exactly what Shravan's parents went through, and when they curse, this happens for Dasharatha as well. This is the story, okay. So we were asking, what darker emotions do you need to transmute so they can be transmuted into something lighter that will help you attract what you deserve? Why such complex sentences? Wow, beating around the bush. Anyway, your words are extremely magical, pile 1. In a state of anger, watch what you talk, what you think, what you tell yourself. Whatever you tell yourself, self-talk is extremely crucial for you, pile 1. This is what I'm hearing. The way you talk to yourself. The more emotions you feel, you let them consume you, and the more you talk to yourself in a manner that brings you down. Even before another person does it to you, you do it to yourself. That's what I'm seeing here. It's not even to others that you do this. You curse yourself a lot. I get a lot of perfectionist tendencies. It's not even about perfection as in I want this end goal, I want to be perfect all the time, I want the first rank, I want to be a topper, not like that. In your case, it's not about the destination, it's about how you appear to be, okay? People respect you for who you are, but you take it too far, pile 1. You want to appear a certain way to people, so you sabotage yourself by being too harsh on yourself. That's what I'm getting here. It's not even directed at another person, it's directed inwards. This curse is directed inwards. Whatever darker emotions you feel, you make sure you're very fair-minded, you're very balanced, so you don't want the worst for everybody out there or anybody, but you tend to internalize all those heavy, darker emotions towards yourself. So when you are down, you're really down. It takes you a lot of time to get up, but you will get up, okay? You will wake up. You give me the phoenix vibes, pile 1. You will get up, but I get strong south node energy here. South node could be placed along with your what we call Ketu. South node is Ketu in Vedic astrology. It could be placed along with your Lagna, or there is something related to South node and Lagna here, okay? Check out these placements in your birth chart, okay, if you feel called to. So let us now check the cards, the tarot of positions as to what darker emotions do you need to transmute, okay? What darker emotions? We now have an idea. This is just additional confirmation, pile 1. What darker emotions do you need to transmute? I have a strong feeling this is related to the throat chakra because I've been stumbling for words. You don't like to hurt people, pile 1. So you've been hurting yourself, is what I'm hearing. It's now time for you to start loving yourself more. Self love is key for you. Yeah, right. 2 cards, please. 5 of Wands in reverse. Excellent. 4 of Wands. Very interesting. Very interesting. You love peace, harmony, and you're very loyal people, pile 1, that you don't like fights. Okay? In any scenario. So, even if the other person is wrong, you tend to internalize a lot of guilt, shame for not being there for people, even if they take you for granted. Okay? I just saw 11:11. It's time for you to awaken that divine masculine energy. Yeah. You could also be seeing the same pattern. A lot of angel numbers. 1414 comes to mind. 555. 1212, any numbers with repeating synchronicity, like 1313, 1111, like that, or 1515, 3030, 1144. Yeah, right. So you don't like to cut people off of your life. Currently you may be in a situation where you are being forced by the universe to cut cords with people, but you've been feeling super guilty about it. Pile 1. You are resisting some changes in your life right now. And I know how that feels like because you are very loyal, my dear pile 1 people. This could be a person, this could be a situation, this could be your job, this could be your career, this could be a business, this could be just about anything. Take what resonates. Okay? But I see very clearly here that you want everything to be proper, loyal, harmonious, but sometimes, my dear pile 1, sometimes harmony can only be achieved through disharmony, right? It is only when things break down will the new enter. It's as simple as that, right? This is very heavy energy. Maybe you're already in the process of transmuting these heavy, darker emotions. If you are, good for you, pile 1. If you're not, start small. Be very compassionate towards yourself in this process. Okay? Right. Wands, darker emotions. Wands card. When you have anger issues, you either blow up or give other people the silent treatment. There has to be a healthy way for you to express your anger, pile 1. I think this is related to anger. You start internalizing a lot of anger, shame and guilt towards yourself, and this needs to change, pile 1. So I'm just curious, I'm asking the deck, how can you start expressing your anger, shame and guilt, these darker emotions, in a better manner? Okay, because there is always scope for progress, right? How can you start expressing your emotions? The sun, at will, consciously, by tapping into your inner child energy. Whenever you feel, oh my god, how could I have spoken to this person like that? This person was my best friend. This person was my boss. How could I do that to them? But the universe is telling you, this is exactly what you needed to do. But you do it. After that, you start internalizing those emotions of guilt. Loyalty comes into play here. You're very righteous, pile 1. And This ingrained value system stops you from becoming who you are truly meant to be. I almost feel sorry for you, Palwan. So you can tap into this energy at will by choosing to feel happy. Oh my god, this just fell down, which tells me it may not be easy, but it will be worth it. Okay, it may not be easy, it's within your grasp. It will be, I was talking about Ketu, the south node. The characteristic of chief primary characteristic of the south node is it has a tendency to make a person feel super dejected in the place where it is. Okay, super dejected and oh my god, I feel so disappointed. If it's in the 10th house, I'm not giving you astrology lessons. I'm not a pro, I'm just a beginner, but I do intuitive astrology. So yeah, as I was saying, suppose it's in the 10th house, you learn life lessons from your career environments through a lot of dejections. In that manner, Saturn and South Node are like super intertwined. Saturn also disciplines us. Ketu does the same thing. South Node, okay? He helps us learn a lot of lessons about ourselves, right? Through the placement, wherever they are situated, these planets, wherever they are situated, they will help us learn a lot of lessons about ourselves. Okay, so whenever you feel dejected, whenever you feel disloyal, accept that emotion. Consciously try to smile. Pile one, I feel like crying already. I don't know why. Maybe the last few days were not easy for you. Oh my god, pile one people, I want you to be super compassionate towards yourself right now. Gift yourself something vibrant. Okay, surround yourself with a lot of neon colors. It's no coincidence I'm wearing now right now. See, lots of throat chakra blockages. So yellow color, feel this energy, be vulnerable. Okay, express your emotions to those closest to you, because chances are you could also be hermiting yourself. Okay, closing off your beautiful heart chakra. Don't do it, my dear pile one people. That's your strongest suit. Okay, right, and spend a lot of time in nature. Go out, have fun. Even if you don't feel like talking to people, go hug a tree, talk to plants, talk to animals. You are a natural shamanic healer, Paima. You connect very well with Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, right? And spend some time out when the sun god is up there. Okay, we usually, as you know, we Indians worship nature as god. It so happens that every ancient society does it, right? We worship the sun god, Lord Saturn. Feels good, right? So maybe you're called to do that. Okay, see them as not just a force of nature, but worship them. Okay, right. Listen to, if you're called to do this, listen to Aditya Hridayam. If you're called to, okay, listen to Aditya Hridayam. I will post a link to one of my favorite recitals of this Aditya Hridayam down below in the description box. If you're interested, please check it out. Okay, right. It so happens that it's very interesting. Aditya Hridayam is part of the Ramayana. The wisdom from the Epics of the Hind here, the card you chose is also from the Ramayana. Dasharatha comes in the Ramayana, so it's no coincidence that I'm talking about Aditya Hridayam, which is linked to Lord Rama. Okay, excellent, excellent. There is something about the sun here. Maybe you're meant to tap into your sun energy more. Wherever sun is in your chart, do some analysis. It doesn't have to be like perfect 100% right, but please do some minor analysis of your birth chart. Wherever sun is in your chart could be getting activated, or there is some transit going on. I don't know, it's affecting wherever sun is in your chart right now. Okay, it's no coincidence as I'm talking, I'm seeing the number 19. 19 corresponds to the sun card in the tarot deck. It's no coincidence. Okay, and you're going through this major root chakra awakening. as we speak. Okay, major root chakra awakening, my dear pile 1 people. So after you work on this, after you transmute all these darker emotions, what is it that you are attracting? I'm just curious, because you deserve the best, only the best, my dear pile 1. But I'm just curious on your behalf, what is it that you're attracting? 8 of Wands. Excellent. You will know better how to draw boundaries with your time, space, and energy, and not let anybody just treat you like a doormat. That's what I'm hearing. Because you feel so defeated. That's the energy that I'm getting here, pile 1. You've already started working on yourself, but the last few days were not easy because you've been transmuting a lot of heavy, dense emotions yourself. Create a gratitude list. Whenever you feel helpless, dejected, write a gratitude list, sing out loud, dance like nobody's watching, watch some fantasy movie, feel happy tears. There is an ancestor coming through, a grand uncle figure or grand aunt who wants to think about this particular incident that you had as a child. That will really make you laugh. Whenever you feel dejected, oh my god, I'm about to cry now, this is so beautiful. I don't know what this is about for you, pile 1. But please remember this incident, it's going to make you laugh, okay? I feel so happy right now because this ancestor has been trying to cheer you up, but you've not been paying attention because you've been like, meh, what's happening to my life? Nothing's moving. I better sit here in the hermit mode, do nothing, just be like this. Nothing will work out. See, crown chakra blockages because you're not believing in yourself. Please, pile 1, if only you knew how powerful you really are. So, yeah, this is all I have for you, my dear pile 1. If you enjoyed this reading, please give it a thumbs up. This video a thumbs up. Comment below and share this with your friends and family. Subscribe if you've not done so already. Thank you so much. Pile 2. If you chose Vamana's blessings, this is your reading. Okay, Vamana's blessings. I hope this is clear. Vamana's blessings. What darker emotions? You could be facing some health problems, is what I'm hearing right now. Your aura could be red in color because you've been hurt. That's what I'm seeing. Feeling like a victim, feeling helpless. You could also be attracted to pile 1. If you're not, that's fine. You could have a few messages there if you feel called to check out pile 1 messages, okay? Feeling like everything's unfair. Why is life unfair to me? I don't mean harm to anybody. Why am I being taken for this downhill ride? Why is the universe treating me like this? What did I do? I don't mean any harm to anybody. Why is this happening only to me? A lot of victim mentality is what I'm hearing, okay? That's what I was referring to. Because of this lack mindset, I see the 5 of Pentacles in front of my eyes. Because of this lack mindset, scarcity thinking, you could be attracting some health problems in your life right now. Backbone issues come to mind. Solar plexus chakra issues come to mind. It could be gastric troubles. It could be heartburns. It could be back pain. It could be anything related to the solar plexus chakra. Procrastinating work or burning out your energy by working super hard and not having any energy for yourself, okay? And not tapping into your feminine energy at all. Pile 2. Okay, you chose Vamana's blessings, right? Okay, I'll explain the context here. Vamana is a reincarnation of Lord Vishnu, okay? And Vamana is this dwarf that was sent by Lord Vishnu when Indra felt threatened. Indra is this god of, the chieftain of Devas, the lord of the Devas. He has this stature, okay? He's sometimes mighty, he's sometimes proud, he's sometimes demanding, he's sometimes vain, but he's very mighty. He's the god of thunder. He's very powerful, okay? So this Lord Deva felt threatened when an Asuric king called Mahabali was conquering a lot of space. Okay, he was expanding his horizons and acquiring a lot of kingdoms, and this threatened Indra because because he is the god of all gods and devas, and he felt kind of threatened because Mahabali, an Asura king, how dare he do it? So that's the kind of vain energy that Indra had. And what I like about Indian history or mythology, whatever we call it, is that these devas, gods or goddesses, were never shown in a way that would be deemed as perfect all the time. These were people, imperfect people who did sins. It's, of course, it's like, it's a social constant, right? Negative and positive. These are all social constructions of reality. I'm not speaking in an absolutist sense here. A sin, it depends on the society that we are in, okay? Whatever we deem as a sin now may not be a sin in 100 years' time, right? So, whatever Mahabali did, it was not accepted easily by Indra because he was feeling threatened. So what he did was to go right to Lord Vishnu and ask him, oh my god, this is happening and I don't know what to do about it. What if he conquers us? What if something bad happens? But it so happened that Mahabali was a very good king, okay? He was fair-minded, just, loyal. He was everything. Even if he was from the Asuric clan, he was really a good person, okay? Fair-minded, open, honest. He was good. What Lord Vishnu did was, we'll not go into the positive and negative side of it. Let us just see a story as a story, okay? Because I may have a tendency to go delve deep into things, and that's not necessary here. So, Lord Vishnu, what he does is take the form of this dwarf called Vamana, okay, and goes to Mahabali's place and asks him for 3 pieces of land. So Mahabali thinks, oh my god, this is such a young boy, he's a dwarf, and he wants 3 pieces of land. I can do it. So, but Vamana, he doesn't know Vamana is Lord Vishnu, right? So what Mahabali does is, okay, you can have what you want. So Vamana, with the first step, he conquers the earth. With the second step, he conquers the oceans, whatever, okay? I don't know all of the details, but anyway, it doesn't matter. The details don't matter, right? Only the lesson does. So, all 3 lands, and what happens is, he doesn't know what to do when there is no 3rd piece of land. With the 2 steps, he's already conquered all of the lands. For the 3rd step, he's given, Mahabali has given Vamana his promise. So Vamana is looking for a place to keep his leg, and Mahabali doesn't know what to do. So he offers, what a gentleman Mahabali is. So he offers his own head, okay, as the sacrificial figure. You can take my head. You can put your foot on my head, okay? Consider this as the 3rd step. So he does exactly that, because that was a part of the plan. Like, Lord Vishnu, he is the most strategic of the 3. Brahma, Shiva and Vishnu. It is usually Lord Shiva that gets into a lot of trouble after giving people their boons, right? Lord Vishnu, he's super strategic. So what he does is, he kills Mahabali, let us not go too much into right or wrong. He does it, okay, and also gives him a lot of blessings, okay. That day is celebrated as Onam in Kerala, okay, an Indian state. Uh, so, what can we learn from this? What darker, heavier emotions does pile to need to address? What darker emotions? What do you need to transmute and address? Feeling like a victim, perhaps. Mahabali may have felt, we don't know, right? Oh my god, what did I do? I was a fair, just, loyal king who only wanted the best for the world. I did my job. What do kings do? They conquer other kingdoms, right? But when I did it, I was made to feel that because I am an Asuric king, I cannot afford to do this. So, if you've been feeling socially or status wise inferior, this is your time to address it. Pile 2. Suppose you've been feeling, oh my god, I don't look handsome, I don't look I don't look tall, so I cannot have this modeling project. My friend, on the other hand, though he or she doesn't have a lot of knowledge like me, technical knowledge like me, or is not as talented as me, skillful as me, this person scores with his looks. So, this jealousy, envy, or inferiority is stopping you from attracting what you deserve. Pile 2. Yeah, we got it. So, I've been there, I'm not judging you. We all face such things in our lives. The only thing that matters is to accept this reality, address it, face our fears, transmute them, and not run away from ourselves. Yeah? Okay. So you could be feeling like Mahabali, like a victim, okay? Just because I'm an Asura, you're targeting me. Just because I'm from this lower strato of society where I don't earn a lot of money. Just because I'm from this college, supposing you're a student, you're like, just because I'm from this SAT college, you don't feel I have the skills to get through this? Or just because I can't speak English properly, you're treating me this way? Chances are, my dear friend, you are the only person that feels that way, not others. It is because you feel that way that things are happening outside like that. Not because they are like that. It's because you think you don't deserve much. It's because you think you don't feel adequate enough to receive those blessings. Oh my god, this is so heavy. Pile 2. I want you to ask this to yourself right away. Why do I feel inadequate in myself? Why do I feel I don't deserve half of the things that I have in my life? Oh my god, where did that come from? Okay, even if you're not successful, of course, success is something that's socially constructed. Okay, you have a goal. Let's say you have a goal, you're not able to attain it. You give yourself a lot of reasons that, oh my god, I've worked really hard for it, I'm very skillful, but this other guy, even if he's like not as talented as me, he looks handsome. Something about appearance comes through. So it's something in the appearance that is driving you crazy, my dear. Pile 2. It's not about external appearance only. It's about social status. It's about inferiority. It's about money. It's about something that shines on the outside. You could have a lot of Libra placements in your chart. Pile 2. That's what I think it is. Or Taurus. Okay. Taurus and Libra. Heavy Taurus and Libra placements. Strong Venusian energy. Right. Right. Very interesting. This person doesn't choose me because I have love handles. No, that's not the case. Start loving yourself. Self-love. Start loving yourself. Pile 2. I know it's not easy, but it's worth it. Pile 2. Shadow work is worth it. Yes, shadow work is going to be worth your time and energy. You may be distracting yourself a lot these days, running away from your fears, running away from yourself, but that's not helping you. Who are you running away from? Why are you running away from yourself? Why? Why don't you sit with that emotion? Accept that you have it, that you feel inferior. Yes, I do feel inferior. I have crooked teeth. I have a small forehead. I have big eyes. I have elephant like ears. But that's okay. Feel bad about it. Yes, oh my god, why did you make me like this? Why did you give me a fat body like this? But at the end of the day, don't get consumed by your emotions. Don't start comparing your life with other people's. Accept that emotion. Accept your body. Something about external appearance comes here very, very strongly, my dear pile 2. It could be about hair. It could be about just about anything. Okay. Your house, your career. Oh my god. Why does my house look like this? While you don't do anything about it. You just like, oh my god, you've started complaining a lot about life, pile 2. Don't do it, please. For me, for you, for everybody out here, okay? Because this is not the way to be if you want to be who you want to be. Right? Right. Very interesting. Very interesting. I've not even taken the cards, but I've started channeling messages. So, I'm just curious. How can pile 2 step out of this energy? What is the first step that we need to take? I asked a different question for the first pile. That's okay, I guess. For this pile, I'm asking a different question. And it helps, right? Context specific readings. So, what can pile 2 do to... Here it is. The world in reverse. Turn your back to the world. It doesn't matter how other people look like. Feel safe in your vulnerability. Feel safe in yourself, okay? It doesn't matter how your neighbor's house looks like, how artistic she is, how she presents herself to the world, how she talks, how she communicates, how she dances, okay? What's happening to me? Tap into your inner child energy, pile 2. I'm becoming a goofball. So I think you're meant to embrace that energy, pile 2. Embrace that energy. Become a goofball. Okay? Right. Don't be serious all the time. Don't feel like a victim, importantly, because you're so much more than that. You are a very powerful creator, co-creator of your reality. Right. You could be seeing a lot of bats, or the Hanged Man in the tarot deck, card number 12, Hanged Man. Right. So happens this is card 21, which is very interesting. I was talking about Hanged Man. So you could be seeing 12, 21, 21, 21, 12, 12. Yeah, right. This card also gives me the Fool card vibes. Take that leap of faith. Okay, for those of you, this is a very interesting message. For a few of you here, there is something about your hair that stands through, okay, that comes through. Why did I say that? Stands through? Okay, very interesting. Ground your energy, pile 2. Ground your energy, okay. I was not talking like this for pile 1, but in your case, you seem to be super agitated. There is agitation in your energy field, and I'm clairsentient. I can absorb other people's emotions. You know. Yeah, knowledge. Oh, whoa, whoa. What am I talking about? Please ground your energy. Yeah? Okay. What was I talking about? Very interesting. Hair, right? Please embrace and accept your hair. If you've been worrying about your hair falling down, there's something about hair that comes through. Don't worry about your hair. Don't worry about your body. There's something about body shaming that's going on here. You look at yourself in the mirror and tell you, oh my god, what a mess you are. Look at your hair, look at your cheekbones. It's how dense this energy is. Body shaming, which is taking place here. Come on, pile 2. Stop doing this to yourself, please. Please. I want you to take me as an accountability partner and comment below as to how you will no longer do this. Okay? I choose to embrace my fullest identity. This is what you will leave as a comment. I choose to love myself. I choose to be who I am. I choose to be authentic. I choose to be vulnerable. Please repeat these affirmations, pile 2. I choose to go after what I want without expecting anybody's validation. I choose to enjoy the process. I choose to enjoy this moment. It's about choices. Every affirmation I've been using the term I choose to, right? So there is something in your energy field that has been pushing you to make a choice. What is it? Think about it, okay? And you may also be feeling anxious because of that. This is also a darker emotion that you need to come to terms with. You may have a tendency to procrastinate making decisions because you may feel not indecisive about making an option, making a decision, because if there are a lot of options, we may sometimes have a tendency to become paralyzed. So I hear you, I get that, but there is something in your energy field that shrieks indecision, okay? So please face your fears, come to terms with the fact that we cannot be right all the time. We don't need to be. Even if we do take a detour, it's going to be for our highest good, right? So please don't try to control outcomes. And if you do this, what will be the outcome? Supposing you do all of this, okay? What is going to be the outcome? Knight of Swords in reverse. Not caring what anybody thinks of you. In the past or even now, you could be like, oh my god, what does this boy think of me? Does he think I'm hot? Doesn't matter, right? What that guy thinks of you. It only matters what you think of yourself, which is what I was talking about, right? It doesn't matter what other people think of you. I'm speaking at the speed of light. So this tells me, slow down, pile 2, meditate more often, slow down, okay? Right. I will not settle for any bullshit. I will surprise myself and cut all ties with you if you get out of this boundary line. I don't know what this is about, but could resonate for a few of you here. The past. You're saying goodbye to the past. This is what it's all about. You're saying goodbye to the past. If you address this, if you transmute these darker emotions, what you're attracting, what you deserve is the future self. Your future self that is full of light. Wow. And truth, authenticity, everything. Okay? Not just light. Wow, so this is all I have for you, my dear pile 2 people. If you like this video, please share this with your friends and family. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you've not done so already. Thank you so much. Okay, so pile 3. If you chose Draupadi's wish, this is your reading. Okay, I'll explain the context here before we get into the reading full throttle. What happens is, Draupadi gets wedded to the Pandavas, 5 brothers who are the rightful kings, okay, but they are driven out by their own cousins, the Kurus, Kauravas. It's a big story, Mahabharata. We'll not get into it now. What happens is Draupadi, in her previous Janma birth, uh, longs for a man with 14 distinct qualities, characteristics, okay? And she doesn't get that person in this previous Janma, okay? So she, as Draupadi, in the circumstance that she is in with these Pandava brothers, what am I doing? Why am I complicating stuff by using... You could be complicating a lot of stuff in your life right now by overthinking, overanalyzing, feeling very turbulent emotions of your own making. Pile 3. Please don't shoot the messenger. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. I've been feeling this goofy energy since pile 2. For the first pile, I was like super serious, like this, poker faced, just looking at the camera and speaking. But for pile 2 and pile 3, I have this vivacious energy. I don't know why. Very interesting. Maybe you need some grounding as well. Please ground your energy as often as you can, pile 3. So, Draupadi has a wish, had this wish in her previous Janma where she wanted a person with 14 distinct characteristics. She was not able to attain that in one person in that Janma. So, as the Pandavas' wife, she later realizes the 5 brothers have qualities that add up to 14 distinct qualities or characteristics that Draupadi manifested in her previous Janma. How awesome is that, right? So, this tells me you could be, if you're not married yet, you could be putting forth a lot of conditions or having unrealistic expectations. As I told you before, please don't shoot the messenger. As I saw this card, I got this channel message. I usually don't check the guidebook. It's my intuition speaking, not me, not the guidebook, only the universe, okay? So ask yourself, use this as a journaling prompt. You are being asked to go into the hermit mode, my dear pile 3. Not look outside for answers, look deep within. Because the answers that you're seeking outside lie deep inside of you. Okay, you could be visiting a lot of tarot channels for guidance and divinatory tools. This is not needed, okay? You have the wisdom deep within. I get the high priestess vibes here, right? And there is also this other thing that whatever you've been longing for, it's on the way. Understand that whatever is happening in our life is not just constrained to this life. In Draupadi's case, her wish of previous Janma got fulfilled in the next Janma. So, whatever is happening in your life right now, good or bad, is a result of not just this Janma, but your previous Janma as well. So, if things are getting delayed, realize this is exactly what you manifested either in the past or in your previous Janma. Same with respect to the positive, right? Whatever is happening in your life currently, good or bad, has its origins, seeds in your past lives. This is the message here, pile 3. Very interesting. Very interesting. So, the darker, heavier emotions that you need to face, that you need to transmute to become who you need to be or to attract what you deserve, is to simply accept this truth and not fight it. That's your message. Wow, pile 3, wow. You never disappoint me, pile 3. Pile 3 messages never disappoint me. This is extraordinary. Extraordinary. Look at the doors here. Akashic records. You're being called to check out Akashic records readings, or if you're a tarot reader, you can do them on your own. If you are into past life regression or anything, you can do that. Get a reading, but you are being asked to tap into your Akashic records now, okay? Or you can also connect with your Akashic records through meditation. Okay, it doesn't have to be an external practice. It can also be through meditation. Okay, there are a lot of videos available out there. So just type Akashic Records healing on YouTube, and there are a lot of videos available. Okay. For a few of you here, something that you manifested in your past life is also coming into your present life reality. Okay, so just be ready for that to come in. This is especially with respect to love and marriage, right? How can you transmute it? Why am I getting sidetracked? This is about how you can transmute your denser negative, what? Not negative, heavier emotions, right? Draupadi has her eyes closed in this. As I was telling, you cannot do anything consciously at this point, pile 3. That's the honest answer. For the first 2 piles, they need to do things consciously, okay? But for you, you just need to accept this reality without fighting it. You could be resisting some changes that are taking place in your life right now. Resistance is the emotion that you need to confront and address, transmute into a greater truth, right? Okay, so I'm just curious, what emotions, resistance, we know it's about resistance, but what emotions in general does pile 3 need to transmute? 2 cards please. King of Pentacles, okay. The World in reverse. Pile 2 also got this, but for a different context. If you feel called to check out pile 2 messages, please do. If not, that's fine. Pushing people away. Right. If people come too close to you, you push them away. If they don't, you long for their attention, space, and time. This is the darker emotion that you need to face, address, and transmute. Pile 3. You turn your back to people, especially romantic interest. This reading is especially for those looking for love, I guess. Or if you have a troubled marriage, this is something about relationships. That's what I'm getting here. Even if is this related to career, the energy you share with your boss is kind of off. You either push career opportunities away, or you have a tendency to push things away. Oh my God, come near me and I'll shoot you. That's the kind of energy that I get here. Don't shoot the messenger, please. Stop pushing people away, pile 3. Stop doing it, please. How can pile 3 start addressing this issue? What is the first step that they need to take? I'm making the readings context specific because the first 2 readings, they got different emotions that they need to deal with. For you, it's about resistance and pushing people away. 7 of Wands energy keeps coming through, and the 9 of Wands in reverse. Right? What is it that you need to do? So this is context specific, okay? 9 of Cups. Very interesting. This is in reverse. 9 of Cups in reverse. What is the first step that you need to take to come out of this resistance of pushing people away? Choose yourself. It's as simple as that. Choose yourself first. You push people away because you don't want to feel rejected. Yes, that's the truth. But you've been denying it yourself, and People are intimidated by your energy because they think you will cut them off of your life. But the truth is, you're such softies at heart, pile 3. You are preserving your energy. You don't want anybody to hurt you, which is why you keep pushing people away. But it's not working anymore, pile 3. Let's be honest, please. Please. 9 is also the hermit. So, as I mentioned, it's time for you to go into this hermit mode and do some heavy shadow work. Okay, so I'm just curious, what can you expect after you do this healing work? Okay, what can you expect? What can pile 3 people expect after they do this healing work? Ace of Swords in reverse. Grabbing opportunities by the hand and not waiting for them to come through. You will go grab opportunities. It's not just about opportunities. It's about, even before somebody invites you, you ask them, oh my God, you have a party coming up. Can I join? So you will at last get ready to receive blessings in your life, pile 3. That's the energy that I'm getting here. You will at last realize it's not about the external opportunities. It's not about the place that I'm working in. It's about how abundant I feel deep inside. Okay? Right. Something about your place is also coming through. When you don't feel deserted, when you don't feel resigned, when you don't feel abandoned. You may have been feeling rejected, abandoned. Past triggers could be coming through right now. Rejection wounds, abandonment wounds, somebody rejecting you, your spouse, your partner, your twin flame, whoever it is. This person is triggering you for a reason. Okay, the universe does this to make you realize enough is enough. It's time for you to really address this reality. Accept your shadow side. Okay, face it and not run away from yourself. The moment you face this fear, you will at last realize, I've always been ready. Let me take the first step. Let me go towards my dreams and not wait for the university. University? Maybe some of you here, you've been expecting, as regards your career, you've been expecting career opportunities to fall on your lap. That's not going to happen, my dear people. Sorry to disappoint you. Maybe it happens in 1,000,000 to 1 cases. Okay, but right, 1 in 1,000,000 cases, but that's not reality, right? Luck is all about hard work, healing, and divine timing, right? So everything is at play here, not just divine timing. Everything is at play here. You need to work hard to get what you want. It will not just fall on your lap, right? So you may also have a tendency to push career opportunities away. You may have done that in the past. The universe is telling you, wake up from your tamasic energy. You need some rajasic energy in your life, pile 3. Because I see a lot of father wounds here, abandonment wounds, especially related to your father, because of which you choose to push potential partners away even before you get committed. That's a tragedy. Okay, I'm just curious, since this is related to relationships, I'm asking the deck, I want to give you hope, pile 3. I don't want to end this reading with a sad note, because I see you've been through a lot of abandonment wounds. So what positive news is about to enter pile 3's life in the near future? Because life is all about hope, right? At the end of the day, it's all about hope. 7 of Wands. I was just talking about 7 of Wands, right? You knowing how to deal with challenges instead of running away from them. Tackling them. Okay, you will at last realize this is going to be a mindset shift that is going to shock you. Okay, I've always known I had the power in me to meet these challenges instead of running away. Even before I get hurt, even if before I get rejected, I will pack off my bags, run away in the opposite direction, was your energy. But you will realize this is happening within the next 7 days, pile 3, this instant energy shift. Okay. So with this, I'm ending this reading. If you like this reading, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel if you've not done so already, and comment below as to what your feedback is. Thank you so much for being here. Bye.